today we'll finally be playing episode 4, The Place of Dark Things. It's a difficulty 4 and should take about 40 minutes if it's the first time you're playing it. In this episode, we are writing an article for Miss Cole's boss, it seems, about a cult group that call themselves the Children of Baphomet. Apparently they are devil worshippers, and we want to investigate this with the help of Mr. Doe. So we need to sign up to the devil worshippers cult group. So either you call them or you fill in a questionnaire. It doesn't really matter which one you choose. It both leads to the same output. So click on the table, pick up the matches, which comes in useful later on, and then press the little orange bell, which brings the waitress, and she gives you some alcohol. So we need to see where to go with the map, but it's kind of too dark to do anything with the map, so we need to make the lamppost work again. So to open up the lamppost, we need something sharp, and if we go to the right and rummage through the bin, we can find a bicycle spoke, which we can use. If you also click under the bench, you find some gum, like a little pink thing, which is the gum, and if you give the alcohol to the man, he starts telling you about someone called Gregory, who apparently the cultists took, so we want to save him too. So this is what it should look like once it's completed. This will open up turn on the light, and if you press the map, you need to get to the plant to find the cults. So go down the steps, then go far to the right and you'll find some cloth, and we need something to smell out the cloth and find the cultists. So Mr. Doe wants Wolfgang to do it. So if you press on the stone, he tells you we need to summon Wolfgang. So to do that, we need to draw a pentagram, which if you go back to the bin, it will give you some more items, like an ice cream stick, some crayons. And some dental floss. So if we go back down to the stone, drag the crayons to the stone, made a pentagram, then drag the gum to the stick, and then put the stick on the stone and light it up with matches to have our ritual ready. So this is Wolfgang. If we give him the piece of cloth, he can sniff out the cultists for us. So now we use Wolfgang to find these exclamation marks, which just shows us different parts. Like, there are 4 exclamation marks. Open the chest and you'll find the cookies. They don't really come in useful, but you get them anyway. And I don't know if you need to find all the exclamation points. 2 of them aren't really useful, but I do it anyway, so. So finally we're at the cultists. If you press to the right, then you'll find them. So they're about to sacrifice the cat, but Wolfgang turns into a wolf and scares them all. Miss Cole faints and so does one of them, and we basically want to wake them up and get some questions out of the cultist. So if you rummage through his pockets, you find a black candle and a dirty bottle and a ritual knife. So to wake them up, we need to splash some water onto their faces. So if you go to the well, clean up the bottle with the toothbrush and attach some dental floss. Drag it to the well and get some water and then splash that onto both of their faces. So he says that it was a prank at first and the cult just kept growing, and they did in fact burn Gregory, so we want to talk to Gregory's ghost to find out how it all happened. So to do the ritual, we need some blood from Miss Cole and to light the candle. So if you put the candle in the candle holder and then light it up with the matches, then we need to get some blood, but we need to make sure it's hygienic. So if you press the little box with the red cross, you get some cotton pads and then some antiseptic in the corner of the cupboard, and then put those two together and you get some antiseptic pads, and then clean the ritual knife with it, and then drag the ritual knife to Miss Cole to get some of her blood. Drag the little bottle of blood to the candle and we can summon Gregory's ghost. And then if you click on him to talk, he doesn't really remember what happened the night when he died. But I think he says it was his ex wanted revenge or something, his ex's brother, and he gave us an address. Oh, and before you go, we need to get his lockpicks from the cupboard as well. So if you just press around, you find it just tells you about the drunk, and then you need to click on the door. Oh, okay. You need to click on the little blue thing there, and it tells you that it in fact is the right address. Otherwise, it won't let you in. Then if you click on the door, it knocks and nobody answers. There's just like a moaning sound. So if you put the lock picks to the door, we can open it. So go into the first door and you can find whoever it was that killed Gregory, apparently. But we need to open the window to let some fresh air in. And then he can't help us in this state, as Miss Cole says, so we need to get some ammonia to wake him up. So go into the second door and go look inside the med kit to find some ammonia and carbon. So if you go back and give the ammonia to the man, next we need something to properly wake him up. So we make him a cocktail. So get the funnel off the floor and the pepper on the kitchen counter, as well as some eggs inside the fridge. So you put this all into the blender to make a cocktail. Now go back into the man and put the funnel to his mouth and pour the cocktail down. This wakes him up and he tells everything to Mr. Doe. So he didn't want to kill Gregory, but they accidentally did it anyway. And I think he was just getting revenge or something for his ex. I'm not sure, but that's the end of the game. And if you press on Gregory, he departs to the next world. So there's also a little scene at the end. I'm not really sure what this is, but like it seems like they put Mr. Doe up to this, and I don't know, but it might be hinting at a future episode, hopefully. But that's the end of that. If there's any other games you want me to do a walkthrough to, then I'm more than happy to. Just comment it down below and leave a like if this helped. Thank you.